Here are 5 ways to speed up your manifestations. Number one is to savor the process and let go of the result. In other words, stop trying to speed it up so much. When you try to speed up your manifestations, it's usually coming from a place of lack or fear. You're not really that present in this moment, and you're projecting your consciousness into the future and believing that some future life or event or feeling state will be better than what's here now. Now, the solution here is to genuinely feel the feelings of your ideal life, of that event you want to experience or that thing you want to have, as if it truly is here now. Feel what that would be like. And when you genuinely feel that through activating your imagination as vividly as possible, you experience wholeness. And when you experience wholeness, you're in this present moment. And there's no longer this ego based tendency to project your life into the future and believe that some future event or timeline is going to be better than what's here now. So feel it as if it's here with you now. Now, think about it. Why do you even want the things that you want in this life? If you really dig deep, it's to experience the feelings that those events or things would create for you. So if you allow yourself to feel those things as if they're already here with you and you do it genuinely, once again, you tap into a state of wholeness where all is well in this moment and you don't need that thing to happen. You're not so attached to it because you're allowing yourself to feel it as if it's here with you now. Number two is to experience yourself as pure consciousness. So if you go into your daily visualization practice kind of lugging around your normal habitual sense of self, you're going to find that visualization usually doesn't feel very powerful. What I recommend you do, take a couple of minutes to visualize your sense of self clearing out, vaporizing, dissipating back into the quantum field, and that who you really are is an infinite field of wide open possibility. Just see yourself as that, experience yourself as pure energy, as infinite power, and start your visualization work from that place, that you're no longer just this finite human locked into a body. You are the cosmos experiencing itself. You are God having a human experience. And you do that genuinely, humbly from your heart. And by doing that, you merge with the quantum field. And that is where the real power of using your imagination comes alive. Number three is to use all of your senses to amplify your emotions. So the things that you want to experience, the events, the material items you want to have, everything that you want in this life, all of your 5 senses will be activated in that experience, right? But most of us just use our vision, our eyes. And if you can welcome in your hearing, your smell, even like what would it taste like to have that thing, it makes it so much more powerful. So for example, if you want a new car, don't just look at the car as the appearance of the car, but what would it smell like once you walk in, once you get into that car and drive it for the first time? What would it sound like to sit down in that car and feel the leather pressed against your skin? And use your senses as vividly as you can. And that really just absorbs your subconscious mind into this experience. And number four is to stop drifting. Drifting is a term that I heard used in the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, which is a great book. And it's all about, like, the premise of the book is that the number one thing that causes human beings to suffer is drifting. Drifting is the tendency to lapse into unconscious habit, thinking, and behavior throughout the day. So you want to make your life a fun game of becoming as awake, as conscious as you can, of consciously and intentionally thinking the thoughts and having the feelings that you want to experience. You're not only doing this as part of your morning routine or morning meditation practice, but you're doing it throughout the day. So when you're, stuck in line at the grocery store, when you're in traffic, when you're pumping gas, when you're in the shower, like all these mundane, seemingly mundane events that are happening throughout your daily life, don't drift. Use those as opportunities to activate your imagination, to focus on what you want in this life. And once again, like, take it a lot further than most people would. So you have so many opportunities through the day, even if you're a really busy person, to just tune inward and activate the power of your imagination. Number five is to act on resonant ideas. So when you use your imagination, what you're essentially doing is rewiring your mind to harmonize with your higher mind, this higher level of intelligence that is who you really are. And by getting the interference of doubt and fear out of your way, that's what you're doing when you're using imagination. your higher mind will start to communicate with you and give you signals, insights, intuitions into this roadmap to your ideal life. It'll start to communicate with you very directly about the ideas you should be acting on. Now, a big mistake a lot of people make is they keep a lot of this stuff passive, they keep it inward. You really need to act on your resonant ideas in this physical world that we live on. Do not dismiss the power of effective action, inspired action. And that's all about acting on the resonant ideas that you get. So every single day, make sure you're doing at least one thing that moves you forward in the physical world based on your action steps. And here's a bonus tip for you: catch yourself as fast as possible when you're holding on to doubt or fear. So, one of the big areas of self sabotage that just cuts through, undermines our momentum is when we do start to doubt ourselves. We doubt our ability to manifest, we doubt the universal laws at work, or we just latch on to lack or fear. That we tend to allow that negative momentum to spiral unnecessarily for long periods of time. Honestly, for some people, this can go on for not only weeks or months, but years, and they form an entire personality construct around these limiting files in their brain that are kicking out doubt or fear. So, if you want to speed up manifestation, the game you're playing is to catch yourself as quickly as possible when you get latched on to doubt or fear in your mind. I call it your internal operating system. When you see these corrupted files at work that are kicking out negative feelings, negative beliefs, that you have the willingness and the courage to penetrate, to see through and get to the truth of your actual human situation as quickly as you can. You don't allow yourself to, play the victim card or to dwell in long pity parties. What woe is me and my life sucks and this is so hard and nothing is working for me. If you allow that story to unfold, all that you're doing is repelling what you want and telling the universe, hey, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. I don't believe it's possible for me. So you have to be willing to let that go and make your life a fun game of catching yourself and busting through doubt and fear as quickly as you can and returning back to your power, back to who you really are, which is an infinitely powerful being having this human experience. So, those are my 5, or I guess rather 6 tips for you to accelerate your manifestations and really create your ideal life as quickly as possible. I hope this video helps you out. Leave me a comment below if it does. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next video. Thanks so much.